Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? No problems? Great. Thanks, Carlos. Thanks, Victor. Okay. Let's wait for a minute or so until everybody joins and then we start. Okay, just a minute. Well, hello, everyone. Now we can start for real. We have more people now connected. Okay. Um, well, now you can see my screen. Today we're going to review again. We're going to review units 1 and 2, but we are also going to practice for the quiz because, as you know, we're going to have a quiz. I have some announcements that I want to give you. Okay, so let's take a look at the topics. The platform. Are you guys checking the platform lately? Can you give me thumbs up if you have been to the platform? Have you been to the platform? Yes, no? Thank you, Carlos. Okay, thanks, Camila. Well, yes, it's very, very important so you can know when the tests, that is the next part of what I want to talk to you, when the quizzes are coming. So this week, this Saturday, you're going to have the first quiz, and the quiz is going to be about Unit 1 and Unit 2, okay? So we're going to go through the vocabulary and the grammar again. Don't worry. I mean, we're going to do it many, many times. So the quiz is going to be easy for you this time, I guess. Well, another thing that I want to talk to you about is participation. Please, 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 whenever I ask you to participate, volunteer, okay? It's very important for me to know if you understand or not and how you're pronouncing and other stuff. So uh, I will sometimes ask you to speak, to read your answers, for example, or just to write them on the chat, or maybe through reactions. Okay, so please keep that in mind. I will check the chat for a moment. Okay, great. As I told you before, we are going to review. As we already reviewed on Saturday, if you were present on Saturday, you know the topics. In vocabulary, we saw places to go and things to do in vacation time, for example. Then kinds of movies and kinds of music, right? And then we saw the grammar. For grammar, we had agreeing and disagreeing, and also adjectives with ed and ing. Okay? Well, so let's start with vocabulary. Places to go and things to do, and kinds of movies and music. Give me 1 second. Okay, so for the review, I want you to have a notebook. Today, we're not going to use the book that much, but we're going to use a notebook. So I want you to take notes because we're going to do some practices for the quiz, okay? Can you give me thumbs up if you have a notebook around? Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Sunny. Great, great, great. So we can start. Well, for the first activity, I want to see how much you remember. I want to test your memory. Okay, so get your notebook and a pencil or a pen and make a list of vacation activities, things to do or places to go, okay? So make a list. I will give you 1 minute and then we're going to check. We're going to see how many words you came up with, okay? So right now, starting right now, I will give you 1 minute. Go ahead. Okay. Um, well, you can stop writing. And now I want to know, now you're going to make a separate list, another list, okay? How many kinds of movies and music do you remember? Make a list of kinds of movies and kinds of music, okay? 1 more minute. Go ahead. Okay, now you can stop. Stop. Put your pencils down, and I am going to give you a question that I want you to answer. So there you go. It probably shows up in your screen. It says, how many vacation activities do you remember? And you have to choose one of the choices, less than 5, between 5 and 10, more than 10. And then you have, how many kinds of movies and music do you remember? You just have to choose the correct option. It depends on how many you remember, okay? Okay, so I'll give you some more time. Almost everybody answered. There's still 4 people that need to answer. Okay, let's stop right there because it's been 1 minute 30 already. And can I have one volunteer to read in, like, to speak um, the vacation activities? One volunteer. Okay, ahora, no problem.
Go hiking,
Uh-huh.
go sailing, go fishing, see a movie, play the guitar, and take a trip.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, now can I have a different volunteer for kinds of movies and kinds of music to read? Okay, Alejandra Martinez.
Horror movies, sci-fi movies,
Mhm.
animated movies, drama, comedy, and documentary.
Okay, thank you very much, Alejandra. Excellent. Okay, let's continue. Now we're going to review really quick the kinds of movies and, oh, sorry, the vacation activities. You can just take a look at your screen. Can you see the Quizlet screen right now? Okay, great. Well, so the first activity is, we're gonna go really quick through the activities. The first one is sunbathe, right? Then we had hiking, to visit an area or place of interest, sightseeing, sleeping outside in a tent, camping, an activity of traveling on water in a sailboat. This is sailing. Then we had using a long, narrow boat that is moved with a paddle. This is kayaking. Okay. Catching fish, fishing, right? Then we had riding a horse on its back is horseback riding. Then we had scuba diving. What is this? This is vacation, a period away from home and or work. And the last one, a place where people go for vacation. Do you know this one? Where do people usually go for vacation? You can answer in the chat box. Close resort. It's a resort. Sorry. It's a resort. Okay. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a practice for the test, for the quiz. Okay. I will show you. Here you can see, you have the first activity. I will give you 30 seconds so you have time to read and answer in your notebooks, and then we're going to check. So you have three activities. You have the description right here: to walk a long distance from for pleasure or exercise, to sit or lie in the light of the sun, an activity of traveling on water in a sailboat. So choose the right option, and then one volunteer is going to answer. Okay? Nath, you finished. Okay, so Nath, can you please give us the correct answers in the chat? Number one, number two, number three. Okay, let's try your answers. So you say number 1, B, number 2, A, and number 3, C. Okay, thank you. Um, Now we're going to do a similar activity, but this time is multiple choice. I will give you 30 seconds. You're going to take a look, take note of the answers, and then we check together, okay? There you go. You have here the definitions and the possibilities, the four possibilities for each, okay? 30 seconds. Okay, did you finish? Can you give me thumbs up if you finish? Okay, can I have a different volunteer? Ariel. Okay, Ariel, can you answer in the chat, please? We want to see your answers. So number 1, and you say the right word. Okay, so according to you, number 1 is fishing. Number 2, vacation. And number 3, horseback riding. Thank you, Ariel. Okay, and let's get to the last activity. The last activity is true or false. Same thing, 30 seconds, answer in your notebooks, and then one volunteer is going to give us the answers, okay? Okay, did you get to finish? Yes? Okay, Delia wants to answer. According to Delia, number 1 is false. What about number 2, Delia? True. And number 3? True. Okay, let's check. And yeah, we have a perfect score. Great. Well done. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so now let's move on to our next topic. Remember, the next topic was kinds of movies and kinds of music. Let's go really fast through the kinds of movies and music, and then we're going to make a mini test one more time, okay? So here we have movies where people fight using very specific techniques, martial arts. American type of music. This is country music. A movie with many exciting and violent scenes. Action movie. A movie that frightens and shocks people. horror movie, a new form of music that blended African beats in the 1920s, jazz music, a movie or play that deals with love in a light, humorous way, romantic comedy, fiction that uses science and technology, robots, time machines, etc. This is science fiction. Cartoons like Akira, Sailor Moon, Pokemon. This is Japanese animation. Then we have movies made by Disney, Frozen, Aladdin, Snow White. These are family movies. Music that is part of a long formal tradition, classical music, rock music that is very loud with lots of guitar riffs. This is heavy metal. Speech recited to a style of music, rap. And the last one, African American music style rooted in R&B and gospel that became popular during the 1960s. Soul music. Okay, so right now we're going to do the mini test together one more time. Same thing, we have the first activity, matching. So 30 seconds. Write down your answers in your notebook and then we're going to check, but only with volunteers, so don't rush. Let me know when you finish. Finish? Perfect. Okay, can I have one volunteer to answer in the chat? Okay, Camila, go ahead. Sulema for the next one. Okay, so Camila says number 1, A. Number 2, C. And number 3, B. Okay, thank you, Camila. Yes, yes, remember, only one volunteer per activity. Okay, now similar to like we did before, multiple choice. You have the definition, right? And you have 4 options. Okay, so there you go. 30 seconds. Sulema is going to answer this one. So whenever you finish. Okay, thank you, Sulema. I will put your answer. So you say number 1, Japanese animation, number 2, rap, and number 3, science fiction. Okay, and the last activity for vocabulary for today that we're going to practice together is this true or false, okay? So take a look. You have the definition, and then you have the word or phrase, and 30 seconds, and we check. Okay, did you guys finish? Okay, great. One volunteer to answer the true or false, please. Okay, Pedro, go ahead. Okay, so according to Pedro, number one is true. Number two, true. And number three, true also. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see how we did. So yeah, in the first activity, in the matching activity, everything is correct. In multiple choice, same thing, everything is correct. And in the true or false, everything is correct too. Perfect, guys. Very good. Well, now we're going to yes, Ariel, kind of. This is going to be similar to that. Okay, let's continue. Now we're going to see the grammar part, okay? In unit 1, we had agreeing and disagreeing. Well, so I prepared, these are the questions that I put at the end of the class, the previous class. Let's see if you answer them correctly. You can answer in the chat. Now anyone can answer, okay? What word do you use to agree in affirmative sentences? Can you answer in the chat? Anyone? So, okay, very good. Let's see a next question. What about negative sentences? Perfect, neither. Neither or neither, both pronunciations are correct. And the last question, what happens to the word order when you agree? Is it similar to an affirmative sentence or to a question? I gave you two options, similar to a question or to a, yes, it's similar to a question, right? Because you change the order. Okay, let's see a presentation really, really fast, and then we're going to practice with another test, with another quiz, okay? Okay, so here we have an example. I am excited about the new movie. and you say, so am I? No, so I am. Remember that. That is the incorrect version. I am exhausted after working out. So is she? No, so she is. Right? Remember that we use so for affirmative agreement, and we change the order of words. Then we had some examples with be. He is at home now. So are we. I was late yesterday. So was I. So remember that you have to match also not only the verb, but also the tense, right? The first example is in the simple present, right? And the second example is in the simple past. So you can see simple past, was and was, right? Then an example with can. He can sing very well. So can I. Do. We want to go on vacation. So do I. Okay, so remember to use the same verb that you are using here, except, for example, that's with can and with be. But do, with do, you don't see do here, but you already know that do is the auxiliary that you have to use, right? Okay, when you want to disagree, it's easier, right? Because here you have the same example as before. I am excited about the new movie. I'm not, right? I am exhausted after working out. She isn't. So this is the opposite, right? You can see the difference in the verbs. Then we had agreement for the negative. As you said before, we use neither. I am not worried about the exam. Neither are we. Remember that this is incorrect. Neither we are is incorrect. He isn't hungry anymore. Neither am I. And if you say neither I am, incorrect. Okay, let's see some examples with these verbs be, can, and do. We aren't hungry right now. Neither am I. I wasn't watching movies last night. Neither was I. Now we can. He can't cook at all. Neither can we. We don't study in the mornings. Neither do I. Right? So same thing. Um, in this case, everything is negative. The word that you use is neither, right? And you have to match the tense and the verb. Then we had disagreement for negative sentences. I am not worried about the exam. We are, right? He isn't hungry anymore. I am. Okay, now that we review the rules, let's try a test, a little quiz. Okay, so here you have four sentences, and you have to choose the correct option. I will give you 45 seconds. You answer in your notebooks, and then we're going to check together, okay? But we're going to have one volunteer to answer. Carlos, you finished? Okay, Carlos, can you speak? No problem.
Yes, teacher.
Great. Okay, so you tell me what to do. I don't like mushrooms.
Neither do I.
Okay. I love going to the cinema.
I know, teacher. And number one, the
Only
answer number one.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. We can continue together. Let's
Okay,
do it together. So,
okay, teacher.
in your opinion, what do you think it is? I love going to the cinema. So am I. So can I. So do I.
So am I.
Mm,
So do I.
so do I. Yes.
Yes.
Let's see number 3. I can't swim. How do you disagree? I can't swim.
Neither can I.
Mm,
Neither do I, teacher.
oh, wait.
I disagree, teacher. I can.
Give me 1 second. Oh, no. This one is agree. Only agreement. Only agreement. In your opinion, how do you agree? You said neither can I first, so let's leave it like that, okay? And number 4, I haven't got a dog. You have 3 options. So have I, neither have I have. How do you agree?
Neither have I.
Okay, thank you very much, Carlos. You can go back to silence.
Okay, teacher.
Now, let's continue with 3 more. Okay, so 5, 6, and 7. Take your time, answer 5, 6, and 7 in your notebook, and then we're going to check 45 seconds, okay? Okay, can I have one volunteer for 5, 6, and 7? Okay, Sulema, can you unmute yourself? Can you speak? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with number 5. I enjoyed the concert. How do you answer that? How do you agree?
So did I.
Okay. Number 6. I want to go shopping.
So do I. So do I.
I can't hear you,
Sir,
Sulema.
so do
Do you have
I.
a problem with the audio?
No. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Number 6. Number 6 is so do I.
Okay, Enzo. Enzo.
So do I.
Do you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Hello, do you hear me? Because I can't hear anyone. I have a problem, apparently. Okay, so just if you can hear me, no problem. Just by the chat. Number 6. What is the answer to number 6? So do I. Okay. Number 7. I'm really tired. What is number 7? So am I. Okay. Now we have 3 more. Number 8, 9, and 10. 45 seconds, and then we check. Okay. I will try again with my earphones. Diego, can you hear me? Can you test your microphone? Because I can't hear anything. Oh, now
Hello,
I can.
Pablo. Can you hear me?
Teacher.
Now I can. Thank you, Diego. Thank you.
No problem.
It was just a momentaneous problem. No. Momentary problem. Okay, so did you guys finish? Can I have one volunteer to speak? Enzo. Okay, go ahead.
8. And
Number
neither
8.
neither do I.
Okay. Number 9.
9.
Uh-huh.
So do I.
Okay.
And 10. So have I.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, let's check. Let's see your answers. And as you can see, no problems. Perfect, guys. Well, let's continue with the next grammar topic. In Unit 2, we had ed versus ing, right? Now I want you to answer in the chat. So everyone can answer. Let's take a look at the questions. When do you use ed adjectives? Is it when you feel something or when something makes you feel? Yeah, it's when you feel something, right? Okay. When do you use ing adjectives? Is it when you feel something or an opinion? Okay, when you're talking about things. Very good. Yeah, when you have an opinion about something. And do you remember any ed adjective and preposition combinations? For example, interested in, frightened, frightened of, scared by. Okay, very good, guys. Well, let's go through the presentation and then we're going to do a little quiz. Okay. I think horror movies are frightening. They're frightening movies. I think action movies are interesting. They're interesting movies. And as you said before, yes, is when you're talking about the causes of feelings and emotions, like your opinion, right? Then we had ed adjectives that, there you go. I'm frightened by horror movies is how you feel, right? I'm interested in action movies. Okay, yes, we use ed adjectives when we describe the feelings that you have, right? Then we had ed and preposition combinations, right? I'm interested in your new book. I'm interested in reading your new book. After some ed adjectives, we use a preposition. In this case, the preposition is in, interested in. And then we use a noun or a gerund. Here you can see the noun in the first example is book, your new book, right? And the gerund in the second example is in reading, in an activity, right? Okay. Then we had the ed preposition combinations. Amazed at, bored by, disappointed in, disappointed with, excited about, frightened by, frightened of, interested in, surprised by, surprised at, terrified of, terrified at, tired of, and that was it. Okay, now let's go to the quiz. Well, so here you have 4 questions and the 2 possible options, right? You have the ed or the ing option. So I will give you 45 seconds. Take your time, write down in your notebooks, and then we check. Okay. So can I have one volunteer to answer? Nath, can you unmute yourself by speaking?
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can. Perfect. Okay,
This wet, number one, this wet weather is so depressing.
okay. What about
Number two,
number two?
I will be very surprised if she does well in her test.
Okay. Number
Number
three?
three, number three, my new job is extremely tiring.
Okay.
Number four, I come home extremely tired at the end of each day.
Okay, thank you very much for answering that. Okay, let's check. Yes, all the answers were correct. Very good, Nath. Well, now we're going to check four more. There you have four more. I will give you 45 seconds answering your notebooks and then one volunteer answers. Let me know when you finish. You can just give me thumbs up, and if you want to volunteer, you can write in the chat or you can just raise your hand, no problem. Okay, great. So Karina and Sulem already finished. Uh, so who wants to read the answers? Oh, Kenya, sorry, my bad. I need my glasses. Kenya, can you unmute yourself and read the answers? Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so
How-
great. Number five.
Yes, number five, he's such a boring person. We never wants to go out.
Uh-huh.
And number six, I am confused. I have no idea what to do.
Uh-huh.
Number seven, did you hear the shocking news about the accident?
Okay.
And number eight, I am not very interested in sport.
Okay, thank you, Kenya. Well,
Thank
let's
you.
see. Thank you very much. Let's check the answers. So yes, very good. Perfect. Okay, four more. Um, 45 seconds. Let me know when you finish, and then we're going to check similar to like we did before. Okay, Camila, you finish? So whenever you finish, you can volunteer to read the answers. Camila, do you want to read your answers? Oh, or Kenny, I'm sure. No problem. No problem.
Okay. Hi again. Okay. Number 9. I didn't find this joke very amusing.
Okay.
I am frightened of spiders.
Okay.
I am disappointed with my grade in the grammar test. And the film is very exciting.
Perfect. Thank you, Kenya, one more time.
Don't worry.
Okay, as you can see, yes, perfect, perfect. Well, so we're getting to the end of the class, of today's class. Today we reviewed, now you remember, vocabulary from units 1 and 2, grammar from units 1 and 2, and good luck on your quiz, guys. Okay, so I hope you do well. That was all for today. We finished the class. You're welcome. Bye-bye.